Scenic. Serene. Healthcare? There's a new trend in medicine that has people crossing oceans and borders for their treatment. Thailand, India, and Costa Rica are just some of the destinations drawing people with the possibility of recuperating in the sun.
Come on, girls.
In West Palm Beach, nursery owner Bruce Pearson has been doing back-breaking work for more than 4 decades. But what started as sciatic pain 10 years ago eventually put him in a wheelchair.
I had done everything, I thought. Finally ended up with going to a chiropractor, going acupuncture. Of course, I went to a doctor first and got cortisone shots, which did not do anything for any length of time.
Diagnosed by his orthopedic surgeon with spinal stenosis and 3 collapsed discs, his doctor recommended a spinal fusion.
I could not stand for 30 seconds.
But Bruce was afraid of surgery and even more afraid of hospitals.
The more I investigated options, the more aware and afraid I became about staph infection in the United States.
So he researched all his options for surgery, including overseas. Settling on Bumrungrad Hospital in Thailand, Bruce even got the blessing of his U.S. doctor who checked it out for himself.
He said, "Oh, Bruce, I think you're making a very big mistake, but I'll look into the hospital and see what I can find out." In less than an hour, he called back and said, "Bruce, go for it. It's a very good hospital."
The experience was both positive and efficient.
After the surgery, I had no pain. Almost immediately, I felt like I could lift small buildings with a single bound. It was wonderful to be out of the pain.
Patients who go overseas to an American-accredited hospital have seen 30 to 80% savings. A heart bypass, for example, retails for an average of $130,000 in the United States, $10,000 in India. A spinal fusion costs an average of $62,000 in the U.S. compared to $7,000 in Thailand.
If I had had it done here, I would have been out-of-pocket expense at least $14,000.
After a less invasive spinal procedure, Bruce was thrilled to pay $4,700. That type of savings sent more than 150,000 Americans packing for both elective and life-saving procedures last year, turning medical travel into a global industry.
As millions of Americans, particularly 50-plus Americans, age into expensive treatments, more and more people are getting on airplanes, and the industry is growing very rapidly.
Author Joseph Woodman was skeptical when his father went for major dental work in Mexico. But after seeing the price tag and the quality of care himself, he decided to write Patients Beyond Borders.
For the contemporary medical traveler, cost is overwhelmingly the main reason people are going overseas. This country has, for a number of reasons, pretty much priced itself out of the healthcare market from a retail standpoint.
Despite the cost savings, medical travel isn't for everyone.
Many people just can't imagine themselves getting on a plane and traveling far away from family and being in a strange place, no matter how much they save.
Experts say if you consider medical care overseas, make sure you do your research and talk to your doctor.
You want to research your condition thoroughly, even if it means getting a second opinion. You want to then investigate the hospitals, starting with JCI that lists all of the American-accredited hospitals abroad. And then you want to drill down to your surgeon, because that's the one that counts.
You ready to go?
For Bruce, he couldn't be happier, and he plans on going back to Thailand for any elective care.
Girls! I have my mobility back. I'm not in pain. I have some bad days, a little bit, but nothing like what I had. I just have my life back. Let's go.